On April 16th, 1963, from a jail cell in Birmingham, Alabama, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. wrote a letter to the local clergy defending his commitment to peaceful, direct action. In this letter, you can see the soul of a patriot, the soul of a man who was destined to change the direction of an entire country. Over time, this letter became very personal to me. I grew up in America in the 60s. Racism was real. Segregation was real. Discrimination was real. I remember how this was on my parents. They were simple school teachers. All they wanted was for every child to be treated the same, regardless of where they came from, what their name was, or the color of their skin. Put simply, my dad revered Dr. King. Growing up, I remember my father using Dr. King as an example of a leader that was not afraid to do the right thing. He was not afraid to challenge the status quo and injustice. He was not afraid to teach us how to get along with each other. He also taught us about adversity. As he once said, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy, much like today. In 1961, my dad became superintendent of schools in Houston County in Georgia. And he integrated the schools for the first time. It was one of the first schools in the state of Georgia. And the reason he did it, when I asked him, he said it was simply the right thing to do. He did it in the face of great adversity. And he used Dr. King as an example all the way through. And so Dr. King was an inspiration for my father. He gave us hope during some of this country's darkest days. He changed America forever, did Dr. King. Our country has overcome a lot, but there's much yet to be done. We need today to reflect on the ideals of Dr. Martin Luther King, the things he fought for, the things he died for. He often reminded us that what unites us is far greater than what divides us. Though we may talk differently, look different, and have different political views, he would remind us we are at first and last one nation under God. The closing sentence of the Declaration of Independence, and for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the providence of God, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our futures, our sacred honor. In this Birmingham letter, Dr. King wrote, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." And my father quoted that more times than I can tell you. The closing words of that 1963 letter are as meaningful today as they were then. Let us all hope that the dark clouds of racial prejudice will soon pass away and the deep fog of misunderstanding will be lifted from our fear-drenched communities. And in some not too distant tomorrow, the radiant stars of love and brotherhood will shine over our great nation with all their scintillating beauty. God bless you for being here. Thank you, God, for Dr. Martin Luther King.